My name is Ikinu. I'm an architect and also an urban and regional planner. I was in Dubai, stayed there for 10 years and came back to do development in Kenya. And today, with my partners, we own the second largest mobile money transfer company in the country.
Fantastic. Is it true that you have come home and created jobs? Maybe you can tell me about that.
Yeah, of course, with mobile money, it's a big operation. It's a countrywide operation. We have agents countrywide, 2,500. We have customers countrywide. So with that, of course, we are creating jobs with that. And employees, we have 360 employees. So that directly employed, but through agencies, we have now thousands of employees around the country.
What made you return home?
Like I said, I'm an architect and an urban planner. When I was in Dubai, I started an architectural firm. I also had...
Why did you return home?
Like I said, I'm an architect and an urban and regional planner. When I was in Dubai, I worked as an architect. We were basically building the cities, as you saw Dubai coming up in the 90s. It was basically a desert and it came up. And I started my own architectural office. I also started a freight forwarding company. But I realized that if I can be able to build flats and sell them in the desert, I can actually sell them in Kenya. In Dubai, there are no rivers and the resources just like in Kenya. We are building and selling flats off the drawing board at 45 degrees Celsius during the day, 35 degrees Celsius at night, even 40 degrees at night. And we are selling flats off the drawing board. In Kenya, the weather is fantastic, 365 days a year. And I said, if I can do this there, I can do it at home. And if I'm starting an office there, I can start one in Kenya, create jobs in Kenya, and I'll be happy back home. Yeah. And that's how we ended up here. And of course, when I came, of course, reality hit home. The infrastructure in Dubai is not the infrastructure here. There is no financial system to support the kind of construction or development you want to do. The road infrastructure was really not that much, but the government was working on it. Today you can see they have done a lot. Communication infrastructure was also not very good, but the government was working on it. So when I look at the initial needs that needed to be done for us to achieve our plans, we realized that we need to get into the financial industry and create the financial system that's required to power the economy. And that's how we ended up starting Tangaza Pesa. And I can tell you, we are doing very well, and we are well on our way. Currently, we are the second largest, and I can tell you we are going to achieve our mission of creating cities to develop jobs in this country.
What would you say to other people who maybe are living abroad and thinking of returning home?
Specifically for the ones I can tell, and the one I'm sure about, for the Kenyans in the diaspora, it is now in the media and everyone can see. The government is building a city, it's called Konza City. The private sector is building a tattoo city. And a lot of other individuals and private companies are coming up with the ideas. As we are talking, there are more than 20 golf courses being built, and in every golf course is a residential estate around there. So we are talking about huge development, construction coming up. And construction also creates other jobs in other areas in all the sectors and in all the professions that you are in. So for any diaspora staying outside there, this is the time to come, because this is the time you need professionals to build the cities, doctors, teachers, and advocates. Every single plot, every single person buying a flat or whatever in that thing needs a contract signed by an advocate. That means advocates, as much as you might not see as if they are building the city, they are part of it from the beginning to the end. So all of the Kenyans abroad need to come down here and give their contribution to help, because there are a lot of deficiencies in certain sectors, and of course that's required back home.
Thank you, Oscar. What is your big dream?
Now that the financial infrastructure is in place, you realize that now our big dream now is about to come true. So we have also laying up the basis for us to build also our city. So apart from the Konza city the government is building, we also have our own city that we are going to build. And it's huge, huge, huge. And that now we are putting up the infrastructure in place. We are also very, very lucky that we have a new government in place, a new constitution in place, and all that has put a strain on the government to deliver on certain promises that they put. The government has promised to build 2 million jobs in the next 2 years, and somebody has to deliver those jobs. With the new constitution has come the new government structure. Now there is devolved government and we have 47 counties. Each county is like a country on its own. So we technically have about 38 cities which have to be built in the next 10 years, because each county has to build its own headquarters and basically you call it its own city or its own headquarters for the county. So we are talking about 38 cities coming up, guaranteed in the next 10 years. So that is huge, huge, huge. Thank you.